It's a sidebar titled Issuing Stock, episode 111 on Kelly Bagla's Go Legal Yourself podcast.
Welcome to the Go Legal Yourself podcast. This show is about knowing the legal life cycle of your business. Welcome, my legal beagle, to another sidebar. And today's episode is called Issuing Stock. What can we say about stock? Stock is equity in your company, and the company has to be incorporated. It can be a C-Corp, it can be an S-Corp, it can also be an LLC. So whatever equity the company holds, that is stock. Now, how do you issue stock where you are legally in compliance with the law? Let's step back for a second. The arm of the government that oversees anything to do with securities and issuing stock falls under the definition of securities is the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC. That department or that governing arm has a set of rules. These rules were written way back. In fact, there are two acts. There's the Act of 1933, which applies to private companies, and the Act of 1934, which applies to public companies. Now, before these acts, people were there were scrupulous people back then, and they would say, yes, we will take your money and we'll issue you stock. The next thing you know, that the innocent person that invested in a business wasn't getting the right amount of stock, or they would get left out of major decisions. So once you become a stockholder in a company, that means you are a part owner. You could be a 100% owner, you could be a 50% owner, you can even be a 0.1% owner of a company, depending on the amount of stock that is issued to you. Now, there are laws pertaining to how you can issue stock, the proper way to issue stock. And 99% of small businesses do not know this fact. First of all, there's two ways that you can issue stock. One is if a company registers with the SEC. Now, that's very expensive, and it's literally as if you're doing a mini IPO. So you're looking at least going into the 100,000 range to register your company. So small businesses complained and they said, we don't have that kind of money to register our stock with you. So what do? So the SEC came up with exemptions. And these exemptions need to be captured in some sort of agreement. And usually that agreement is a stock purchase agreement and a shareholder agreement. Now, if you do not use either the agreement itself to capture the exemptions or register your stock with the SEC, that is a criminal offense. Criminal, meaning you can be imprisoned for 1 year, plus you're going to be paying fines in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. These mistakes are made every single day by small business owners because they don't know. So if you are going to be issuing stock, and again, why would you issue stock? One is because you are a founder of a business, and maybe there's multiple founders of a business, and you want to incentivize them and issue them ownership of a business because they've worked day and night and invested their equity, if you will, sweat equity into building this business. So you want to say, here you go. Thank you for being part of the business. The other reason would be if you are looking for private funding. Now, we do have investors. They can be venture capitalists, they can be angel investors, they can also be family and friends that can invest in your company, and in return for that money, you give them stock. Another way to issue stock would be through a stock option plan for employees and executives of a company, again, to incentivize them to stay on with you. And now, when you are part owner of a company, you are more vested in the success of the company. So these are some reasons why a company would issue stock. But please, anytime you are going to issue stock, do not just fill out a stock certificate and issue that to someone. That literally is a criminal offense. Make sure you do talk to a business attorney. Usually a corporate and securities attorney would know the exemptions and how to capture those in an agreement. Oh, and don't forget about the blue skies. you have no idea what the blue skies laws are, do you? Now, this is the reason why you need a business attorney to help you with the issuance of stock. Do not make these mistakes. There are multiple startups that are making these mistakes. Some leave holding stock that really shouldn't have been issued to them. Some invest thousands of dollars into a business and they're issued stock in the incorrect way. So now you have just lost all those thousands of dollars and you're not really a shareholder either. I am Kelly Bagla, your legal friend. And until next time, cheers to your success.
If you're looking to start a podcast on your own, use the coupon code WHATHAS at checkout and receive a free month of media hosting from our recommended hosting company, Libsyn.com. That's Libsyn.com. This podcast was produced by Imagine Podcasting, and we help businesses eliminate competition by elevating their brand message to be heard. Visit ImaginePodcasting.com for more information.